Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Azria from ElarianResonance.com, and I really just wanted to jump on here to just go through a few things that are coming up over the next 24 hours, 48 hours and again into December, because I don't know about you, but this energy literally from like Thanksgiving, so about the 28th, 29th of November to now has really flipped, has really changed. I mean, we were going through some heavy months. And then all of a sudden, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still these waves of emotion and that coming in, but it's not kind of though you're trying to wade through treacle. But before we go into that, I really just wanted to say hello and welcome to a few of my new subscribers, or if you want to hit that like and share button, that would be incredible. And just really introduce myself, because as I said, I've been doing this for a while, but on my own channel not for very long, and it's an absolute pleasure and honor to be sharing this, and I hope to have other people on this channel as well sharing their amazing experiences and knowledge and wisdom, and learning. Now I also do have a microphone and not to push it over. So I've been working with various star beings for quite a while now, and I asked them the other day, so what is it that we do? And it's the multidimensional frequency translator. And it's being able to use ourselves as a radio, which we naturally do, to be able to tune into different frequencies, tune into different vibrations. And so, yes, there is channeling, there is downloads, absolutely. So channeling is a little bit more intensified. Some people agree with it, some people don't. Again, no judgment here. There are downloads where information gets dropped in. But the way that I see it, and this is my experience, is it's more of a transmissions. So again, it's like the old radios where you used to turn the knob to whichever station you wanted, whether it was Radio 1 or 2 or Kiss FM or Capital, or I'm probably showing my age now, and then once you hit that frequency, that connection is fantastic to a particular being, to a particular person, to a particular place. That's what I do. And then once that connection's made, then that's when the information starts coming through. I mean, I'm working on it as we speak, so there might be some messages that come through. You may see my shoulder move, because that's my sign to say, okay, come on, listen to me now. Or just going a bit quiet to say, yeah, they're not quite here yet, but that's okay. But again, I'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a minute. So I really work with various star beings and support individuals on this, whatever journey it is that they're going through, and really linking up with their star lineage. So it's not just all about what starseed you are. It goes a bit beyond that. But one of the things that I am very passionate about is bringing communities together. So I do welcome you to go to ElerionResonance.com and look at the Elearion Rising, because that is a community which I'm really passionate about bringing together. To having those about 2 or 3 hours every single month to come into that energy, to hold that energy wherever you are in the world, to bring through those transmissions, to have those open discussions about the different experiences that people are having. So as again, I welcome you to go onto there, but that's not the reason I jumped on here today. And that was just a little bit about me, Azria. Hello. It was more about this amazing full moon. They want to talk about the new moon coming up just after solstice as well. That's why I keep on going a little bit silent. It's like, no, new moon, full moon. No, we're going to talk about the full moon, which is today, the 4th of the 12th. You may have already started feeling it a couple of days before. And remember, the energy continues for a good few days after. So even if you're catching this on the 5th and the 6th, yes, it is not as potent, but that's not to say you still can't do your clearings. You still can't look up at it and see what is happening, how it's changing. So the first thing I'd like to talk about really is the way in which our star families and our star beings work with the moon, that you may be able to pick up on and see. So when you're looking up at the moon, again, which is closest at the moment, you may notice it has an aura around it. And sometimes when our galactic families, our multidimensional friends, are coming closer to our atmosphere, coming into our star system, they will utilize such things as the moon, three-eye atlas. And when we can go into various things about what the actual moon is, but that's not the discussion for today. The discussion for today is more around what we can do here and now, if you like. So when you're looking at the moon, have a look and see, what's the aura telling you? But mainly, how does it feel for you? What is that energy telling you? And then have a look around. It's almost as though you want to draw the moon and then areas out of that to see, okay, what's happening around it? Because there has been so many people, or 2 or 3 people in the past 24, 48 hours that have said to me they've been seeing some amazing sights in the skies. But the one question that my guys are always saying is, how does it feel for you? Because remember, we are in this amazing time of ascending and awakening, but it's more on an individual basis. So sometimes they appear in the sky as almost like a little warning signal, not in a negative way, but it's kind of like, okay, you're at this high, you're at this different vibration and frequency. I can see the light changing as I speak. So let's see, if I tell you I'm up there, how does that make you feel? What difference does that make you feel? Is it peaceful? Is it maybe slightly loving? Is it joyful? And sometimes with that 1 or 2 dots, or 10 or 11 or 12 or 13, however many you see in the sky, or even if you don't see anything at all, because sometimes it's not what we see with these, it's what we see with this, and what mainly we feel. Because remember also, a big part of this ascension is going into that heart consciousness. I get very emotional when I say that, because I've been waiting my whole life to say that. When you see people fighting for no reason or no real reason, when you see one country warring against another because of some book some dude wrote ages ago, and I'm not being horrible or disrespectful to anybody, but at the end of the day, we are all human, and we are all souls. And again, that's another thing for us to go down another day. But we are going in to more of a heart consciousness. a more loving, a more accepting, and a way more connected state of being. So I welcome you to, during this full moon, and I'm going to go on to the clearing element in a second, because everyone says, oh, I thought this was all about clearing. Well, it is. But it's also a time of reflection. It's also a time of seeing, well, this huge, great, big moon is as close to, for the end of 2025, it's as close to the earth as it's going to get. So feel into it. I welcome you to. See what's around it. See what the aura is. And as you're looking at it, does that change at all? There is the story of when I was in Portugal and oh God, the moon changed to yellow and lots of wonderful things happened. But I'll share that story with you another time. But it's more about how it feels for you, because it's not just seeing with these anymore. It's how, I mean, you are a multi-layered, a multi-dimensional being, so you're going to feel it in very different ways. And also, again, we are going from a 3D, a three-dimensional, four-dimensional into a five-dimensional world that is, again, more of that heart consciousness. I was talking to one of my soul sisters earlier on today, and I described it as being in like a tower, with very many different levels, like one of those big skyscrapers. And some people are at 3D, some people are at 4, some people are going between sort of 4 and 5 sometimes. And those that are staying at 3D, three-dimensional, some people are staying at 4-dimensional. Some people are opening their eyes and going, oh, hold on a minute, there's the rest of the building up there. I want to go and see what's up there and explore. But there's some people that will go, no, on top of that 3-4-dimensional, there's a roof. It doesn't go beyond that. And that's okay. That's okay. But you do have people that are going, hold on a minute, it doesn't just stop at 4. I want to find out what's at this 5D. How do I get there? What's that all about? And one way in which you can start exploring that is by noticing what is going on in the world around you. I.e. today with the moon. And again, I'll go into all the different dimensions and new earth and stuff like that in other videos. One other thing I really would like to say is that we do get a chance with this full moon as well to clear away. And again, it's incredible how this all lines up. Just before the end of a calendar year, we get a chance to, everything we've done and we want to leave behind, and we want to clear out, and we don't want to take with us into this new year. It's kind of like our galactic families and Gaia, the earth, gives us this amazing opportunity to go, you know what? This energy is here for you to basically chuck everything into this biggest rubbish bin, and we're going to take it away for you. So I welcome you to also do, and there are many, many different ways you can do this, and that everyone's got their own rituals, but one of the ways that I do it is write down on a piece of paper everything you don't want anymore. If you've tired of having fear over something, or an end of a particular relationship, or you're not going to be this old version of you anymore, or you're not going to be manipulated anymore, or there's maybe items that you don't want anymore, or You're not going to have arguments with these people anymore because you're going to stand in your own power. I could be here for another hour or two. And what you do is you get that paper and you fold it away from you, not towards you. Again, energetically, you're folding it away from you. And then in the most safest way possible, and I have found if you go into the garden and you dig a hole and you set your intentions to release and clear, there are different affirmations, there are different prayers that you can do, and I might pop a few on my socials in the next hour or two if it's helpful. And you burn it, because then it goes straight into the ground. And the one reason you do it outside, I know it's frigging cold in the UK, and trust me, I'm going to have the biggest coat on, is that, again, it's going straight into the earth. You're returning it to Gaia and she will take it away. Because again, we're using this time as like the biggest rubbish bin to go, I don't want any of this anymore. I'm done. This is the end of a 9-year cycle. This is a 9-year. We've gone from the snake, the Chinese year of the snake, into the Chinese year of the horse. We're shedding. This is the last bit of shedding before we now take action in 2026. And I know we've still got a couple of weeks left, and trust me, we've got the solstice and the new moon and all of that fun stuff coming up as well. But then, once you've done that and you've said your prayers or you've said your affirmations, it's not quite done yet. I would then bury it, and I normally just put a little bit of salt on top to seal it and to say thank you. Is you spend a few minutes just clearing off your own energy as well, just in case there's any other debris, pushing it away, feeling through it. Some people do it visually, some people do it with their hands, and you're bringing in your toroidal field. You're bringing in all your energy again, because when we release, sometimes energetically it may leave little holes. It's kind of like picking off a scab. There's a little bit of scar tissue underneath. So what you're doing is you're bringing it back in, and if you can, there's different people do it different ways. But then you cleanse yourself, because you've cleared it, and then you're going to bring in, because when you do this type of work, your energy will expand to pick out all those bits. You're bringing your energy back in. And then if you can, have your cleansing shower. Again, whether that's a physical one and you're using your salt just to wipe down those particular areas. So if there is anything else remaining on there, it'll go. Or whether, again, you do it visually. I normally take a physical one with salt. And then lastly is ground. Reground yourself. So notice those roots going from the base of your feet all the way into Mother Gaia, and say thank you. And then my other little trick is to go back outside and let the light of the moon, or even if you can, probably me, I'll be lying on my bed by the window because it's so frigging cold out there. I do these things, but I'm also practical, and at my age you kind of need to keep warm. But just had a little visitor. The elementals are here already. Is to just let that energy bathe you as well. from the sun, from the moon. And then if you want to carry on and do the same thing the next day, you can. But the one thing I would then say is where you've released, you then invite in. So all those things that you would like maybe to happen in December, into the new year, write them down. And then fold that towards you. Fold that towards you. Because again, where we release, we bring back. I really hope that has helped. Also, with this moon as well, notice what's going on in your dream state. Because a lot of us are starting really to feel that 5D energy. And we might find that time might have a few missing points in time where we go, oh, hold on a minute, I thought I was only having my breakfast like an hour ago and now it's time for dinner. Notice what's happening in your dream state and then notice what's happening during your day. How that time has shifted. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm ready for the next video. But I just welcome you to really start tuning in to on what is happening within your reality in the here and now. Yeah, they're here with me now. Because there's a lot of activity that's going to be happening in those skies. Some of it will be cloaked. And some of it won't be, like 3i Atlas, for an example, that will be closest, apparently, around the 19th of December. Again, just before the new moon, just before solstice. And I'm just asking if there a particular message that they wish me to pass on in this transmission. All I'm getting is you said it all. It do make me laugh sometimes. Oh dear, I do have a good sense of humour. Because the more of us that start feeling into this heart space, the more of us that really feel into the energies that are happening. Again, we're not doing this on our own anymore. Us sensitives, empaths, star seeds, light workers, it's all about coming together now. And that's what they're showing us sometimes. Because that's why we're not just getting the one ship. Scouter ship, thank you. We're getting 2 or 3 at a time. Anyway, I'm going to save that for another video. But anyway, I did say a quick one, and this has been going on for 24 minutes already. So they're still talking away. And as some of my clients know, sometimes I can go quiet for a little while because I do often have a lot to say. But again, it's not words. As you feel it before you hear it. Oh, and the one biggest thing is don't have expectations. Because when you have expectations, it doesn't always work. So be open. be open. Anyway, until the next video, because they're giving me lots and lots to talk about, so I am going to save that to the next one. But anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me on this channel. Please do like and subscribe. I need to get used to saying things like that. And yeah, I said ElarianResonance.com is on there. I have been Azria. They have been my team. Clearly moving my plant around a little bit as well, which is always charming. And love to all.